Hi there, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for November. And as this month begins, the Sun is combining with Venus, not in an absolute conjunction, but they're certainly aligned closely enough to be truly meaningful when it comes to your personal expression, which can absolutely blossom, and you can really be very charismatic in the first few days. But it is important to recognise that there is a full moon which occurs on the 6th, suggesting that you can be much in demand and more than one person may want to spend time with you, even in a romantic context. But in a long-term relationship, I do feel that week 2 is going to be critical. Mercury moves on the 9th, which is going to help you to feel more outgoing and more jolly and more humorous. But there is an important conjunction between Mars and Pluto across that week, which really can be a make or break moment for any relationship which is not going quite so well. And it could be in a professional context that this shows itself, because Uranus, the most unpredictable energy in the zodiac, especially in the sign of Aries, is squaring up to combine with both Mars and Pluto in a way which can be quite destructive and can see people force issues to such a degree that it reaches a breaking point. So it is going to be important, therefore, to try to factor into your thinking that other people may be under pressure, under stress. Not react too much. You can be a defensive person if you're under pressure, and just try to extend goodwill to other people, but at the same time be shrewd, be watchful. Don't necessarily be gullible. Just see how it pans out, because Uranus could see you snap, react very quickly, and that won't necessarily be in your best interest. Now, there is going to be a big switch on the 16th when Neptune starts to go forwards and Venus moves into a more practical location. And perhaps some of the issues at the start of this month are because you can see how wonderful life can be, and if you can reach and touch this and even embrace it, then it's going to seem incredibly sweet. If, however, you can see how good it can be and you can't get there, that can seem quite a stark contrast. And when Venus moves, it's asking you to be a bit more realistic in terms of those expectations. Now, the Sun moves on the 22nd, moving into the same practical area, and this is asking you, if you have been doing something that is inventive or talented, demonstrating your flair, it's just reminding you that it's not just about showing that inspiration that's important. If you want a success, it is also about the detail, rolling your sleeves up and working very hard. But then in week 3 and 4, both Venus and the Sun, respectively, then square up to Neptune. Now, the issue here is that Neptune is in a part of your horoscope which is very experimental. It's very much to do with expanding your boundaries, your consciousness, wonderful for art or for travel, music. Not so good when we're thinking about the Sun and Venus are more in these practical locations. And if you find yourself in a situation in the latter part of this month where it seems everyone's relying upon you, everyone wants your support and your backup, and you're not really getting many moments for your own needs, and you need moments of escapism, then that can all become quite pressurized for you. However, on the 23rd through to the 27th, Mercury is combining with Saturn, and if there is a conversation you need to have where you need to punch out the details of something that's important to you, but does demonstrate your qualities, your enthusiasm, your passion, you can do so very well. But it then moves also into this much more precise area, squaring up with Neptune. So if you are travelling, as this month draws to a close, I do think it's very important to double, if not treble, check the arrangements to make sure that you don't get caught out by anything that you haven't quite dialed into as much as you thought. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. And if you'd like to watch your year 2015 horoscope video, please join me on YouTube.